I'm a LOL addict. Mm. As you can tell from my amazing physique, I am in fact a League of Legends player. I know. And yes, sometimes I do dip my toes into the world of TFT or Teamfight Tactics for you non-pro gamers like me. I've been thinking about them very, very hard with my big brain, and today I'm going to sort of explain to you the games and compare them with more specifically the genres. Um, for anyone who doesn't understand what League of Legends or TFT is, which I doubt. So, what genre is League of Legends or LOL? League of Legends with a little quick type on the internet. I found out it is a MOBA, more clickety clackies on the Googles. I found out that TFT is a auto chess, um, which just sounds very boring. I mean, but before I harass you further, I shall use the knowledge that I have received from Bing to explain to you what a MOBA is, as well as what auto chess is. It's a very dystopian concept to me. Right, MOBAs. What are MOBAs? Well, MOBAs, or commonly known as multiplayer online battle arenas, are a subgenre of strategy games. Within a MOBA game, two teams fight, commonly in a very slightly sexual way. Each player has total control over their character,
Yeah, boy.
along with their abilities and skills. These abilities, over time, can be leveled up to help with team play and strategies, and sort of evolves the character as it goes on, getting stronger and changing their playstyle. So yeah, these abilities and levels ups can help with team play. Well, unless you play League of Legends when there is no team. Moving swiftly on, an auto chess, like League of Legends, is a subgenre of the strategy game. Aspects of these games can be found within chess, and I think that's pretty obvious with its name of auto chess. The main aspect of an auto chess is the player's ability to create and position a team on a chess-like board. This positioning and building would usually be done within a prep phase. A prep phase usually has a duration limit to stop players from spending hours and hours positioning and building their team. After the prep phase is the fight phase. This means that your team or group will fight another player's team or group. You'll fight without any human input, and I guess that's what makes it an auto chess. The heroes that are found within auto chesses usually come under some different classes. These classes can include things like tank, DPS, mage, support, assassins. The first aspect of these two genres I'll be looking at is the terrain and how it fits with the story the game is trying to tell. First off, we have LoL. The terrain in LoL must appear as if it fits in the world that is created for. For League of Legends, that would be Runeterra. Fantasy setting likes to bring in little magical flares to bring it into the world of fantasy. This terrain does this pretty well with its mellow and chill colour scheme, with some little pops of light colour that get really that feeling, a little essence of magic. This terrain that you can see does mimic what can be found in real life as to not feel tacky and out of place. These similarities between real life and League of Legends can be pretty obviously seen here between these two photos, I think. And yes, I did use PowerPoint for this, so very clever. As you can see, very, very simply, I know it's very obvious. Stonewall. This, Stonewall, old Stonewall. And look at this, in real life, Stonewall. Stonewall has some thick grass below it. Thick grass below the Stonewall. Some beigey patches with some stone and little bits of grass. Same here. See? So it sort of mimics real life really, really well. And it helps to make it feel a little bit more real to the player. So now that we have had a look at the terrain that can be seen within League of Legends, we're now going to have a quick review of TFT and see if there's any similarities or differences between these two games in terms of their terrain and the design of that terrain. So, both these games are set in the same world, which is Runeterra, so TFT will have to copy League of Legends and take aspects from that imaginary world. Just like League of Legends, so I guess a similarity would be the fact that TFT uses terrain that can be found within the wilderness and on a walk, just to give it a more homely feel, a more down-to-earth feel, as it is a less competitive game. Another similarity that TFT does have with League of Legends is the fact that it adds little magical pops to the terrain just to give it, just make it a little bit more interesting. One thing that TFT does that League doesn't, however, is it gives the players the ability to buy and change map skins. And these map skins can change the terrain within the play area drastically. This gives a bit more variation to the game and can sometimes make it a bit more interesting.